Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you all an update to my Abyss Actor Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile for post-Legendary Duelist Season 2. With the release of the latest Legendary Duelist, we were given more reprinted support this time around for the Abyss Actor deck, definitely making it much more affordable and more budget-friendly to build this deck, and giving you easier access to a lot of the older support from sets like Destiny Soldiers, and also from the original Legendary Duelist that it was originally in. And also I wanted to update it since I haven't updated it since the Rise of the Duelist pack, where we were given even more support for this deck. I just actually missed updating it because of lack of other, Abyss Actor cards for it in total. So I definitely felt an update was due. I wanted to stick more to the pure build playstyle that I normally do with most of my decks for this one as well. So we'll see just how this deck can fare with pure Abyss Actor powers. Let's go ahead and get started. So for the Abyss Actor monsters, I'm running 3 Abyss Actor Mellow Madonna, our scale 0 in the deck. Very, very useful since we are running level 1 Abyss Actors. So when you pendulum summon from the extra deck, you're just given the option of using those monsters as well. And you can pay 1,000 life points to add 1 Abyss Actor pendulum monster from your deck to your hand, except for Mellow Madonna. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except for Abyss Actor pendulum monsters, even if this card leaves the field. And you can only use this effect of Abyss Actor Mellow Madonna once per turn. So with this card, you have the option for your special summon, but also kind of limited with the Link monster that you run on the deck, but still a great search option to get any of the Abyss Actor monsters we run in the deck with the pendulum scale play, and also just having a power boost play, and also a protection for if an Abyss script spell or a card or effect is activated, you can special summon 1 level 4 lower Abyss Actor pendulum monster from your deck, but return it to the hand during the end phase, which isn't that bad at all, because then you can just pendulum summon out again there. It's just a great setup card, so definitely a 3 of to go for in the deck. I also run 3 of the newly reprinted Abyss Actor Wild Hope. Once per turn, you can target 1 Abyss Actor card in your other pendulum zone, and its pendulum scale becomes 9 until end of this turn. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except for Abyss Actor monsters, even if this card leaves the field. So with a scale 2 and then putting Mellow Madonna to scale 9 gives you access to the majority of the monsters you're running in the deck. It will take away from your level 1 pendulum summon option, but just being able to have the option available for some of your stronger pendulums definitely does come in handy. And also being able to make this card gain 1 hour attack for each Abyss Actor you currently control can put it at a powerhouse that can definitely get over some of your opponent's other monsters that they run, and having the search power if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect for more of your Abyss script cards that you run in the deck. And there are plenty of 3 ofs in this deck, also running 3 Abyss Actor extras. If your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your pendulum zone. You can only use this effect of extras once per turn, but we do run the Link 1 Abyss Actor Hyper Director, which just needs 1 Abyss Actor pendulum monster, so this easy special summon can definitely come in handy for that play. Or you can tribute this card to place 1 Abyss Actor pendulum monster from your deck into your pendulum zone. Also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters except for Abyss Actor monsters, nor activate the pendulum effects of Abyss Actor or monsters, and you can only use this effect of Abyss Actor extras once per turn. So you're not limited to your Abyss Actor pendulum Link monster, my mistake there, with this card either, which is great, and a definite 3 of for that setup. And just an easy special summon or setup goes great for any of your pendulum plays you may try to do. I also run 3 Abyss Actor Comic Relief. You can target 1 Abyss Actor pendulum you control and 1 monster your opponent controls, switch control of both of those monsters, then destroy this card. So it's more of a card to mess around with your opponent's plays, but also with its monster effect being you take no battle damage from attacks involving this card, and once per turn during your standby, give control of this card to your opponent, and once per turn, if the control of this face-up card changes, activate this effect. The owner of this card destroys 1 set Abyss script spell in their spell and trap card zone. So with it, you have the option with this card, with the control of this card, the owner of it destroying the Abyss script for the swap, monster effect, just to get a better activation of those Abyss scripts, or why I like running this card in the deck, because when they're destroyed, you have very, potentially beneficial effects for you to use with your cards, so it comes great for that play altogether. For more special summoning, I also run 3 Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser. We're not really limited to our plays with this one, just having control no monsters and being able to special summon this card from the pendulum zone. Being a scale 7 works with a good number of other levels we're running, and also being able to have this card gain 1,000 attack if you control no other monsters, to put it as a power boost for your plays. And moving on to the newest one from the Rise of the Duelist booster set, I run 3 Abyss Actor Twinkle Little Star. You cannot cannot pendulum summon monsters except for Abyss Actor monsters, which is no problem there because it's all we're running in the main deck. And the effect cannot be negated. Once per turn, you can target one Abyss Actor monster you control. This turn, it can make up to 3 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. Also, other monsters you control cannot attack for the rest of this turn, even if this card leads the field. But we have some pretty big boss monsters, which we'll take to in just a second. So it's a great setup, and the fact that it is a scale 9 means we can just set it up with Mellow Madonna and then be able to summon out our level 8 and level 1 Abyss Actor pendulum monsters from the extra deck that much more easier. And then also it cannot be destroyed by battle, and during your turn, this card can make up to 3 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. It is a lower attack monster, but it has the potential if you do need that option to come up. And for some of the lower numbers for the Abyss Actors, I run 2 Abyss Actor Superstar. Once per turn, you contribute 1 Abyss Actor monster, then target 1 Abyss Script spell in your graveyard, add to your hand. So it's recycle power. You can just pendulum summon back the Abyss Actors you tributed. And when this card is normal or special summon, your opponent's spell and trap cards and effects cannot be activated. And once per turn, you can set 1 Abyss Script spell directly from your deck, but it is sent to the graveyard during the end phase, which you'll obviously want to use it when you set it. But it's great for that setup and just the power plays that works very well with Twinkle Star having the 3 attack and the 2500 attack to boost with that setup. For the 1-ofs, I also run 1 Abyss Actor Sassy Rook and 1 Abyss Actor Evil Heal. Evil Heal is definitely the big powerhouse in the deck with the level 8, 3000 attack point monster, but that much easier to summon out with our given pendulum scales. And then Sassy Rook is just more protection for our cards, whether it be in the pendulum scale or on the field as well. And that is it for the monsters for the main deck. We'll now move on to the extra deck. I run 3 of the field spell, which is Abyss Playhouse, Fantastic Theater. You can reveal 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster and 1 Abyss Script spell in your hand. Add 1 Abyss Script spell from your deck to your hand with a different name than the revealed spell. And while you control a Pendulum Summon Abyss Actor, Pendulum monster, any monster effects activated by your opponent becomes destroy 1 set spell trap your opponent controls. You can only activate each effect of Abyss Playhouse once per turn, but the destruction effect goes back to the fact that it'll be beneficial if your opponent destroys your Abyss Script spells on the field, making it so you have additional effects that you would maybe prefer to activate depending on which one you have set on the field to use. So definite 3 of. It doesn't give you a plus, but you always want to have this card set up on the field ready to use. I also run 2 Abyss Script Rise of the Abyss King. Not only can this card be recycled with cards like Superstar, but also the bounce power is great for the fact that your opponent can't activate anything in response to it if you have a level 7 or higher Abyss Actor monster on the field. And then just having the set, if it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum on the field from your extra deck, you can have up to 2 Abyss Actor cards and or Abyss Script spells with different names from your deck to your hand. It's more search power, but you also have the offensive power of this card to basically return cards your opponent controls back to their hand. I also run 2 Abyss Script Opening Ceremony. You gain 500 life points for each Abyss Actor monster you control. If this set card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. So this is great resource replenishment also. You're going to definitely invest with your Pendulum Summon, so being able to set this card on the field for that play will definitely come in handy when you have the field spell, making your opponent destroy this card and then drawing until you have 5 cards in your hand. And then for some of the 1-ofs, I also run 1 Abyss Script Abyss-tainment. With this card, for the extra deck, you can special summon any number of Abyss Actor Pendulum monsters from your deck when it is destroyed by an opponent's card, but also being able to tribute an Abyss Actor monster to target 1 Abyss Script spell in your graveyard and set it on the field is more recycle power for the continuous play power of this card. And also 1 Romantic Terror, more return power and just being able to get out different Abyss Actor monsters on the field. And you're not limited with the extra deck play as long as you have the proper arrow, summoning out your Abyss Actor monsters onto the field to use. For some more of the draw power, because just getting the proper Abyss Actor card from your deck into your hand to use, I also run 3 Pot of Desires. This is more of a budget choice. If you have Pot of Extravagance and you prefer to run that card, you can do so because we are running 3 of the Abyss Actor Hyper Director in the extra deck. It's just player preference. I know this card's a lot more accessible for people also, but if you want to take this out, just because you don't like the risk of banishing a specific card in the deck, we are running pretty high numbers of all the Abyss Actors, so I haven't really had a problem when testing the Pot of Desires for that play. It's just player preference once again. So you can take it out for Extravagance because the rest of the extra deck is pretty much just generic cards that it would be okay banishing as long as you don't hit all of your Hyper Directors. And I also run 3 Allure of Darkness. This is just more draw power. It's not a once per turn if you have multiples of specific Abyss Actors in your hand. Just being able to banish them for hopefully drawing into something better is why I like to run 3 of this also. And for the 1-ofs in the deck, I run 1 Call by the Grave, 1 Harpy's Feather Weather Duster, the back row clearing, especially with this, then means I can focus on my Abyss Actor plays, and the 1 Terraforming, searching out the field spell and then just thinning out the deck for potential draws with the Desires and the Allure of Darkness. And that is it for the main deck. We'll now move on to the extra deck. I run 3 Abyss Actor Hyper Director. You need 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum Monster, which is just the entire main deck of monsters to summon this card out. You can target 1 card in your Pendulum Zone, special summon it, then place 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum Monster with a different name from your deck or face-up extra deck to your Pendulum Zone. Also, you cannot normal or special summon for the rest of the turn except for Abyss Actor monsters, and you can only use this effect of Abyss Actor Hyper Director once per turn. So with it, more special summoning options, more scale setup if you have improper scales. Let's say you rose the scale on some, and then just have ones that are not matching for your Pendulum Summon you want to perform. This is a great card for that setup, and just needing the 1 Abyss Actor monster means you have plenty of options to summon it out with cards like Extra, or even just normal summoning 1 on the field to use. For more of the generic plays, I also run the 1 Linkuriboh. We do have the level 1 options with extras: 1 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Wee Witch's Apprentice, 1 Barricade Board Blocker with plenty of set, continuous spells, and also the field spell in the deck. This is a great addition. Also, 1 Master King Archfiend with the Fiend lineup, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Zephyr Metaltron. This is a Pendulum deck, so this is a great addition as well. And the 1 Borolo Dragon for the Link monsters. I know Electromite's still on the ban list. Who knows? I know a lot of people want to see it come off the ban list with the new support for Metal Foes. We're also getting the new set. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And then for the Xyz monsters, I run the 1 number 41 Baguska, 1 Abyss Dweller, and the 1 number 11 Big Eye. And as for your go-to plays, as I spoke of before, if you just have the setup where you special summon out 1 of your Abyss Actor monsters, and then being able to then go into your Link monster, which is Hyper Director, depending on whatever scales you have, you can have your Superstar, and then let's say your Curtain Raiser, which would definitely be, okay scales, but just not ones that you can get the full performance out of with this deck. Being able to then special summon with Hyper Director by targeting a card in your Pendulum Zone, and then placing 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum with a different name, so preferably going for, let's say, a Mellow Madonna. Doing all of this before you even Pendulum Summon, since you have your 1 on the field already ready to go. You can get your search off of Mellow Madonna, and then go for the additional Pendulum Summon of whatever monster you search. With the scales set, you can go for the level 4 options. If instead of the Curtain Raiser, you had your level 9 option in the scale, you can summon out some of the bigger monsters like Evil Heal, or even go for another level 7 by searching out another Superstar, and then having the option for the Xyz plays, being able to summon out the Xyz monsters in the main monster zone without having to worry about the Link arrows anymore either. But that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm going to continue to make more decks from the Legendary Duelist, but I'm also excited for Blazing Vortex coming out at the end of this week, so definitely look forward to that. But until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.